One Piece isn't just the greatest manga or anime ever made. It's the most honest thing ever written about what it actually costs to be free. Oda didn't write a pirate story, he wrote a question. One he's been asking since chapter 1. What are you willing to lose to live on your own terms? And every single chapter, every arc, every death is just a different answer to that same question. Freedom. So, what is he actually saying? One Piece doesn't treat freedom as one thing, it treats it as many things, a whole ecosystem of choices, each one different, each one costly, each one completely human. The world government didn't just want Robin's Island, they wanted history itself buried, because the powerful have always understood something. Control the story, control the people. Robin's entire existence was a threat to that, not because she was violent, not because she was building an army, but because she could read. Because she could tell people what actually happened, and they called that dangerous. And they were right. When Robin finally stops running, when she chooses to fight back, to live, she isn't just saving herself. She is saying that the truth belongs to everyone, that no government, no institution, no system gets to decide which parts of history the people are allowed to know. In the year of 2026, with entire archives being scrubbed, an algorithm deciding what you see, tell me that doesn't hit differently. Every single one of these characters pays a price: higher bounties, lost status, exile, broken relationships, the long, unglamorous work of rebuilding what was damaged. Oda never softens that. He shows you the full bill and then shows you people choosing freedom anyway. And somehow, that makes it more convincing than 1,000 motivational speeches. Because we don't need to be told freedom is worth it. We need to be shown what it cost and watch someone pay it with open eyes and feel it in our own chest that we would do the same. That's what makes us cry. That's why I cry. And I have made my peace with that. The Straw Hats don't fight for territory. They don't fight for wealth or power or some abstract ideology. They fight almost every single time because someone is being crushed who shouldn't be. Because a chain exists that shouldn't. Because somewhere someone said no and the world decided to punish them for it. And the crew shows up every time at cost because that's what you do. That's the ethics of One Piece. And it's simpler and harder than anything a textbook could tell you, that freedom isn't a destination, it's a daily act of defiance. So let me bring this home. Let me ask you the question Oda has been asking for 25 years, dressed up in adventure and devil fruits and the grind line. What would you give up to live unchained? When staying quiet is safer, what do? When complicity is more comfortable, when the system is offering you a deal that only costs you your integrity, what do you actually choose? These aren't enemy questions, these are your questions, my questions. Questions that shows up in careers, in friendships, in the tiny daily moments where nobody's watching and you decide who you actually are. One Piece just happens to answer them on the biggest possible canvas, with the highest possible stakes, and somehow, impossibly, with enough heart that a rubber boy's laughter feels like permission to hope. Freedom isn't inherited, it isn't declared, it isn't given to you by anyone who has power over you. It is defended, daily, personally, imperfectly, at cost, in the choices nobody else sees you make. That's what this story has been saying since 1997. And if that doesn't make you feel something, if that doesn't make you look at your own life and ask harder questions about what you're willing to stand for, then I genuinely don't know what will. Fair winds, see you in the next one.